First down. 10 now for the offensive group. To pass, Flacco. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Passing play. Flacco. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Charles Johnson in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Hard throw, incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Flacco. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Stewart on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Stewart on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. And he fires one incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Flacco. And Watson has it right side. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Here's Flacco. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing here on first down. Flacco into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this will be good. Off the right upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. They begin here with a run by Wentz. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Flacco now. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Zach Sanchez with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and of course, needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
This is Stewart again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Back to throw, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a quick handoff to Darrell Young, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Newton to throw. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They snap it to Newton. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And that will force a turnover on downs. It certainly was a disappointing end of the season for Baltimore as their offense comes back onto the field. But everyone remembers Cincinnati knocking them out of the playoffs on that Andy Dalton to Tyler Boyd play. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. And the route is on here in this first half.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident left.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Thomas Davis. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. The pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Zach Sanchez with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
A gain of 6 there on first. And they're going to speed things up here. Flacco here on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And down inside the 15 he goes. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Newton now on second down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. On first down, Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. The 40. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 71 yards. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They start on the ground with West. Busts through the tackle. Breaks free again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment. Defense.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception. Wow.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's Flacco. And his throw is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Flacco looks to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate. except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning it in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pick up there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Newton gives off to Stewart. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Gano for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. A big, still going. Now he lost the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Touchdown, Carolina! Cam Newton with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Gano now to add the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball. And we just saw there that that's difficult to do. But just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on. But the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Benjamin's got it. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now Newton on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They go back to Stewart on 1st. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. The busy night continuing for Stewart. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he'll get blown up scrimmage, back at the 6. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 3rd down and goal from the 6. This is McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Flacco. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Flacco to Perriman, and the Ravens have a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He finds West, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Once more, it's Flacco. He's got it to West on the dump off. Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Eluding now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. He will have a first down here at about the 40. 14 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Newton on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing is Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That is caught at the 7. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all...
And my goodness, another interception. Zach Sanchez with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now it's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell Suggs, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Throwing here, Newton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, Jonathan Stewart. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll let Stewart try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
No, okay.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Second and 10. Flacco once more. Flushed out right. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's K1 short. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This would be one heck of a record if he makes this. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Panthers defense gearing up as they take the field. They've had a great game. They have given this offense fits all game long.
Got plenty to review, plenty to enjoy. How about the highlights that's going to happen out of this one? Big plays all around. a really well-played game on the defensive side of the ball.
Makes that film session fun for them, doesn't it?
Makes the film session fun and a lot easier for the producer and the director to pull out clips for the season-ending highlight video.
Absolutely. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
And this looks to probably be the final play. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.